Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here. Welcome to Why the Fascination WTF Live. It is Tuesday night. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I worked. Normally, I don't work Tuesdays. I work today. Somebody in their infinite wisdom felt that I needed to work today, so yeah, that sucked into you. Yeah, that is what it is. It's more money. So how's everybody doing? I see a bunch of people in chat. Great Lakes, Sasquatch. How are you? Ben, good to see you. B. Oops, sorry, buddy. B. Lynn, Michael Rice, Chris Jarvis. What's up? Yeah, I did kind of earn those subs, didn't I? I saw you guys commented in there, and thank you. You guys are really cool. It should be interesting when I reach 1,000 subscribers. And at this rate, it's not going to take that long. I mean, I'm 659, somewhere around there. I can't see on here. I'm not on my. I'll have to pull up my YouTube. So I gotta say thank you to Professor Orange Juice. Now, if you guys can see right here, that little logo, he did that for me. Excellent job. It's weird when you see it bigger, it looks a little different. The eyes are there's actually it's wearing sunglasses, but they're little. They're like circle little. I don't know what the fuck you call them. John Lennon glasses. So in the smaller version, they look like eyes. But he did such a great job. You know, when it's bigger, it looks really cool. I don't know how to put it bigger on the screen. I have to figure out if I can do it through YouTube. Nessie, thanks. It's a little Halloween decoration, some lights, some skulls, some chains, some handcuffs, and whatever. Big Rob, what's up? Jamie, hi. I am high. What the fuck? You kidding me? Plus, I just worked. I don't normally work Tuesdays. Usually it's nice. I'm nice and relaxed and ready to go because I've had the day off. But today, no, I had to. Yeah, bomber handcuffs. They're right. Well, they're here and here. So yeah, I had to work today. So I'm friggin' tired as hell, but here we are. And so yeah, if I look high, whatever. What time is it? Strangeland, what's up, buddy? So you guys know how this works. Shouldn't be any surprise. It's nothing new. I'm still working on a guest for Thursday. Hopefully he'll get back to me. And we've kind of been tagging each other back and forth, but I want a commitment. That would be really cool. What am I looking for? There we go. So if you guys want to come on and hang out tonight, just email me at monstermogion@gmail.com. And I will send you a link and you can come on and we can hang out. And it's the same thing as the past, 6-7 weeks. I haven't been busting my ass, but I do want to have, I want to reach out. I want to do something different. I want to have like a narrator's week or a month. I don't care. I'll have, different narrators on because I really dig a lot of the narrators that are out there now, like Cam Buckner and Nance Warren, Leslie from Cryptids Canada, and also hopefully Thursday I'll get American Cryptids on. That's Todd Rickshaw. Todd, I pray I'm saying your name right. That would just suck. But yeah, Todd's got a great show. we were talking way before I even started my show. He gave me a lot of good tips, and thank you for that, Todd. You know, you were there. You know, you just volunteered. We were bullshitting one night, and he just started sharing all the you know, the tips. You know, he learned from his mistakes is what he was doing. So I thank you for that. That's really awesome, man. And it helped. You know, his ideas were, if you're going to have a channel, make sure that, you know, the emails or this, you know, you match your channel and try to line, you know, everything up. So, and I did that. Like, I had Facebook lined up, but then, you know, I still have the channel, but it's under my name, not under Mogia Monsters like it was. So he just, a lot of good advice. So yeah, so that's what I want to do, is do some, have some narrators on. So I'm gonna start with Todd, and then, you know, I see where it goes from there. Duke, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Hey, if you got anything going on tonight, you know, or anything you want to, you know, push, anything, you know, videos coming out or new shows, you know, hop on. Feel free if you want. Hey, Kathy, gonna go peek at planet Mars, she says. Nelson, what's happening? Stan, good to see you, man. I'm so happy you guys are here. That's awesome. Who else is here? I just got to scroll back and see who's in chat. And what did I just do? Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at right now. There we go. I double tapped something and the whole screen went blank. Yes, Nessie, I'm pushing buttons again. Central Florida Bigfoot. What's up, buddy? What are you up to? Staying out of trouble? Les, welcome. Pappy, good to see you. Howdy, buddy. You're not doing anything, Pap. You want to come on? I love listening to your wisdom. There he is, Professor Orange Juice. If you notice, right there, that looks familiar, right? Awesome job. I wish I could blow it up and show everybody, you know, at full screen. I don't know how to do that. I was going to try to figure out how to do it on. I don't think I can do it from my phone either. But you do get credit for that, dude, because that's amazing. Yeah, I could see that on a T-shirt, and you know, the first one's on me for you, dude. You know that. He said, yeah, if I do T-shirts, he wants one, so it's yours, buddy. And thank you, because it's so cool. I mean, I wish you guys could see it. I wish I could blow it up, but it's, you know, you see the eyes. That's the other thing. You see how the glasses, when it's in the smaller version, they look like eyes. Large, it looks great. I love it. Here, it's like you can't see the glasses when it's small. And sorry, guys, but let's see. Drake, what's happening? Still crazy, Chris. Hi, Chris. How you been, hon? I am Pam. Hey, Pam. Morgan Carter, welcome. So, no plan, guys. You know, as usual. I didn't get home from work until, I don't know, 5. And it gave me 2 hours to do what I had to do. And I almost didn't have enough time. Because today, like, normally I'm off Tuesdays, so I spend the day, I'll send out emails and try to get in touch with people. And, you know, thank you, Professor Orange Juice. He says, yeah, he did. He had trouble. I did get a bunch of emails from you that they wouldn't, there was no picture for whatever reason. And then I got the later ones. So yeah, and you can see, man, that's cool. Thank you. I forgot where I was at. Yeah, Bomber, sorry to hear about that. Yeah, that's I'm sorry about your cousin. Apparently Bomber's cousin's going through some health issues, so prayers to your cousin. Yeah, I think it's funny. Central Florida is like, hey Bomber, love hearing your story last week. Love your voice too. Yeah, I think everybody had that. You had that effect on everybody, Bomber. Your voice was very captivating. It was cool. Yeah, yeah, you stole my heart. Let's see. Anyway, um, make sure my phone I can get emails. So yeah, guys, if you want to come on and bullshit, email me at monstermogion@gmail.com. I'll send you the link. I tried doing it differently, you know, putting the link in chat, and for some reason it hasn't really been working. So I'll just do it the old fashioned way. Tom Paul, how's it going, man? Who is Oh, dude, I didn't mean it's a bomber. I didn't mean to start. I hope it didn't. You're not getting embarrassed. But yeah, you had a great job. Not my intent to embarrass you, hon. I'm looking forward to you coming on again. Absolutely. The door's open. Anybody wants to come on, feel free. We're 12 minutes into this and no bites. That's cool. Anyway, so yeah, I'm getting antsy. I'm tired of sitting around. I haven't got out enough. I want to get up and do some camping up on the rim. Um, I have, a pop up and everything I need. I just, I got to get some transportation to get it there. I mean, my dad has a truck, so, but I just want to get like dropped off for a week alone and just chill and collect my thoughts and see what I see. So, what else is going on? We got any birthdays out there? See, sometimes I get notifications because some of us are friends on Facebook. So I'll, I'll surprise them and, give them a shout out. And I think they forget we're friends on Facebook. Bomber, go for it. Come back on and tell us more, please, says Chris. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Bomber. Hi, Ray. Ray, you haven't missed a thing. Just a little babble here, Gilbert, what's going on, man? Hey, Gilbert, thanks for coming on last week. It was good to see you. I hope you got your computer. Everything's going good with that, and it's all in the works. Because I know you need something a little better than you had. That's awesome. And if I can do anything to help, dude, like if you need a camera, I'm probably going to upgrade my camera, hopefully, and I'll ship you this one. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this one. I just want something a little different. Craig Jones, what's happening? Josh. Right on, guys. So it's you guys that make the show. I just give you guys somewhere to do it. So whenever you guys are ready to get the show started, geez, we have 60 or 59 in chat. Holy shit. Come on, guys. Help me out. Because I don't think I can sit here and give you an hour's worth of quality entertainment. Or, not that it ever goes an hour. We're always sitting here for like friggin', 2 hours. Hi, Linda. Okay, a thumbs up and I got to go. Well, thanks for stopping in, hon, and thanks for the thumbs up. Who else is here? That's awesome. Question. In what? Leave us hanging. Damn. I'll have to wait for part 2 of that question. Sorry, Kathy, I didn't mean to be so quick on the draw. I saw a question. I was like, oh, okay, click. Isaac, how's it going? I see Crow. Where do I see? I don't see him. Tony, what's going on, man? You can do it. Hey, bud. I'm still waiting for you to come on. What's up with that? You can do it too. And somebody I owe apology to. I think it was Ryan Tremblay was here last week under his other name, and I didn't recognize the name. And then later on, I was like, "Oops," because I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't know that name," or I don't. So, dude, I'm sorry. How's my? There it is. Mogo. Topic hoaxers. What do chat friends think of them? How to stop the hoaxers? I don't know that you can stop them. You know, if you catch them, you can call them out and embarrass the frig out of them and just, you know, make them sorry that they tried to do it and they got caught in the act doing it. People are going to do what they're going to do, you know, and some hoaxes get out of hand. You know, I think it was in Utah or somewhere, one of those states. You know, a guy wanted to pull a hoax and you know, have a video go viral, and he bought the ghillie suit and shit and walks out into the road and gets struck and killed by a car. Dumbass. So we can hope so. Isn't Arizona voting on legalization of marijuana? Yeah, hopefully it goes through. We'll see what happens. So back to the hoaxing thing, you know, people are going to be people. And if they get away with it, they get away with it. But chances are the hoaxers usually get caught eventually, you know? I don't know what anybody else thinks of that. If anybody wants to jump on, you know, feel free. We're up to 65 already, 18 minutes in. Tuesday night, 7:20. Interesting. Just tells me no one else is on. So I picked the right time to really do this. So what are we? Geez, I forgot. What are we in? Week 12? This is show like 23. I don't know. Live shows. And that's the other thing. Be consistent. If you're going to start a show, be consistent. That's what I'm trying to do. And I so badly want to start do a third night on a weekend, but work is so fucked up. You know, I've never been this busy. They've never been this busy. Normally it's kind of seasonal. Black Friday, that, you know, spring break, but everything's so screwed up this year that people who didn't do the spring break, because that's when all the shit started, and the rest of the country are just tired of being cooped up, that they're coming out in droves. You know, our business is up significantly, and which means my work is up significantly too. Since it's a rental business, you know, those vehicles go out and get beat up and come back, and we have to repair, and I wash them, and you know, we keep them going. But when we're putting out that many vehicles, holy shit, man, it gets tiring. I wasn't expecting to work today, and I did. But I bounced a little early. just so I could get home and set up for this, because it's tough, working my ass off, and I do, and trying to do this, like I'm beat up right now. I'm hurting and I'm tired, but I'll do it. No, I'm not going to complain. I love this. I love you guys. So, but I enjoy my days off when, I like doing my shows on my days off. It's just, it's the way it is. It's been over 2 years since we voted for legalizing marijuana, and we still have nowhere to buy it from or any doctors writing scripts for it. What the fuck? Her words, not mine. Ooh, hello. Couldn't mute that one quick enough. So Ben just asked, has anyone experience with the woo? Woo, yeah. I mean, not like Bigfoot and woo, but woo as in paranormal, Ben. Yeah, I have, and a lot of people in here have. You came to the right place. You guys hear me? I don't know if I muted or unmuted. All right. Sorry, I muted and then forgot which way it was. Elbow X, what's up, buddy? So yeah, we're back to the woo. Yeah, a lot of people here have dealt with woo. My woo has been ghosts and paranormal stuff, telepathy, psychic shit. That's been my woo. And I know, like, Ray, good example of woo. You want woo stories, Ray? Why don't you come on and tell us, like, just you got 65 years of unexplainable events. Give me last Thursday. You know what? Damn. It's been a while, huh, Ness? Maybe later. But right now the pants are on. Let's see how this goes. I'll take them off if somebody comes on. See how I got to bribe people? Shit. Okay, B wants to know who follows Colorado Bigfoot, or which one, Mark or Callie is the other one? Yeah, Callie. I like Callie. Mark's an asshole. My opinion. Sorry, B, don't like leave if I just insulted your favorite researcher or something. I don't, I just fuck around. I don't mean to insult anybody. And I'm sure it's Mark you're talking about. You know what? I watch everybody, and I give budgie smugglers no banana hammocks, no budgie smugglers. Crave Dog, what's going on? Damn it, now I forgot what I was talking about. Ben, you gonna come on and hang out? I know you want to. Tell you what, Ben, I have your address, so I'm just gonna send it, give it to you. If you want to come on, we can bullshit. You guys you can think of some topics. Throw some topics out there, and not budgie smugglers. Budgies, aren't they birds? You guys are nuts. So that would be under. There we go. All right, amigo, that's on its way. Sorry, it's rude. I'm sitting here sucking my teeth. Damn, what'd you guys get off those damn things? No, I'm wearing boxer briefs, guys. Sorry. Buggers and Bigfoot. Sasquatch. Oh, boogers. Oh, no, it says buggers. Should be, there's an O in there, overbuilt. Wendigo. How about Wendigo? What do we know about and how did we learn about it? I think I first heard of a Wendigo. Shit. I don't think it was on here. It was on like Supernatural or something like that. You know, one of those shows. Probably that show. I'm pretty sure they had an episode with the Wendigo. There's Ben. Let me get my headgear in. Yeah, I know. I know you're going to quit smoking. Soon. Where's Duke when you need him? I already invited Duke. If he wants to come on. Ben, what's up, buddy?
Hey, dude, what's going on?
How you been?
Good, man. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. I have nothing to add as far as the paranormal aspect, but I would like to hear some stories about Wu.
Yeah. Well, let me see if I'm going to throw it out there one more time, and then I'll probably end up telling a story.
Okay, man, I would love to hear.
I don't know if
I haven't ever heard them.
I don't know if I told this story. This is a weird one. So if anybody wants to come on, email me monstermogion@gmail.com, and I'll send you a link. This story, it was weird. I was at work one day, and it was December 7th, 2017. It was my nephew's birthday, and he lived with us. You know, my sister and I, we rented a house together. So I'm at work, and we ordered lunch, and we got Chinese food. And with the Chinese food, you know, you get a fortune cookie. So I cracked it open and read the fortune and just, you know, stuffed it in my pocket and forgot about it. And went through my day and got home. And I was just happy to be home. And then I'm walking up the driveway and I realized I had this realization that it was my nephew's birthday. I remembered. I was like, oh shit, we're having people over. So it kind of was like, it bummed me out a little bit. I was just like, oh man, I just got off work. I just wanted to chill. Now I got to have company. And so anyway, I walk in the door through the carport, and my nephew is at the sink with his back to me doing dishes. And he's got his radio playing, you know, his phone, and he's religious. You know, I have nothing against that. It's a good thing. You know, he's spiritual and he goes to church and he listens to Christian music. So he's sitting there and I didn't pay attention to the music. I was like, you know, I heard it and I walked through the kitchen and went out the sliding glass door and had a cigarette. And I come back inside, you know, I just had a quick cigarette and I walk back through the kitchen. The music's still playing. I go into the living room and then I turn right to go up the hall. And there's a wall there, but it's like the wall was an afterthought. It was like put up. So there's a gap, you know, maybe 1.5 feet between the top of the wall and the ceiling. So I can hear the music coming over the wall. And I hadn't heard anything like up to that point. I just ignored it. And then all of a sudden I got to the middle of the hall and I was about to take one more step. And then all of a sudden I hear the music and a line comes through my head. The line was, you can make a wish, you can knock on wood. And I heard the line in the song, and then a voice in my head said, turn around. And I said, okay. And I immediately turned around, and I knew I was turning around. I was heading back to the kitchen. And I said to my nephew, I was like, dude, what is that on your playlist? This song? He's like, yeah. I said, well, do me a favor, just start it over. So he starts it over, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, is that Reba? Reba McEntire. He says, yeah, she did a few songs with this Christian artist, and I couldn't tell you the Christian artist name. I'm sure people here know. So I listened to it, real quick, and I was like digging it. I'm like, wow. Duke, I'll get to that in a minute. All right, buddy. So I listened to it, and I was like, that's really cool, man. And I played it again, and I was I was reading the words. I wanted to read the words, and I already had the lyrics in my head. So as I'm reading the lyrics, I keep hearing, like, this song. I was like, holy shit. I could hear my ex-wife singing this song. Amazing voice. So, wow. Yeah. I immediately text my ex-wife. I said, hey, do me a favor. Learn this song. I gave her the song. I said, this is who it's by. I said, thanks. And just learn this song. And as soon as I hit send, now I was standing up, and I was leaning on the table. My hands were on the table. So I was leaning over. When I hit send, I just screwed things up. Sorry, guys, this might take a second. So I hit send, and the second I hit send, I don't know why this camera's going to act up like that. Well, that's about as good as it's going to get for now. Oh, no, it's all over the place. I hit send. I started crying, dude. Don't know why. Just I hit send, started crying. And it kind of caught me off guard. And I stood up. I was like, what the fuck? What's this about? Why am I so emotional? And my sister's sitting on the couch, and she sees me crying. And I'm sorry about this. Okay, I'm not touching it. That's good. My sister sees me crying, and she's like, what's the name of the song? And I couldn't get, I couldn't say the words. I couldn't speak without crying. Like, by the time I said, by the way, the song was called Back to God. And I said to my sister, it's back to God. By the time I got the word God out, I was bawling. And I choked it back. I said, excuse me. And I left. I went back through the kitchen, back out the sliding glass doors, and I'm out on the patio. The patio is covered. So I go to the right, and I'm facing south. And I'm just standing there, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why am I, all of a sudden got this emotion, and I'm crying, and it's about this song. And as soon as I text it, as soon as I say hit send, I started crying. It was weird. So I'm out there, and I'm trying to compose myself, and all of a sudden I get this feeling. Like I said, I'm facing south, and it's open, and I just happen to look up. I get this feeling that something is coming at me, like there's this presence or force, and I'm getting this feeling of like waves. Like it was coming at me in waves, like truth, and I could feel it, and that's all I felt was truth. And all of a sudden, I got this feeling that something was being revealed to me, and I didn't get it, and I was like, it kind of like. I knew what it was, but I didn't want to admit it at the time because it was just too biblical. This was a divine intervention. This was God, but I didn't want to admit it at that moment. And it was stupid because the first thought that popped into my head was, oh shit, now I'm going to have to go to church. And I'm like, wait a minute. I don't go to church.
I understand you exactly.
Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't go to church now, dumbass. What,
Yeah.
So it's fucking with me while I'm crying and I'm trying to figure this out. And I get that, like I said, that feeling of truth and something's being revealed. And I get, I compose myself, and my sister comes out, and I said, Kim, I can't talk right now. And I couldn't get it out to even tell her that, because I'd start crying every time I tried to talk. I cried. So she goes inside, and I finally, I compose myself. And a lot of my stories, if you go back and listen to the stories, they're this type of story. It's this supernatural, paranormal, weird, fun story.
A calling from a higher power.
I don't know. So I compose myself. I go back inside. I'm like, hey guys, I'm sorry. She's like, what the hell? I said, I don't know. And I said, you saw what happened. I said, all those stories I tell, I said, that was one of them. That's going to be one of those stories. I mean, this is just fucked up. She goes, oh, God works in mysterious ways. I said, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about God right now, because I knew what it was. And I still was in denial of what it was, even though I knew. So I go back down the hall to where I originally started to go to my bedroom. And I reach into my pocket. I start emptying out, and I get to the bottom of my pocket. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I feel a piece of paper, and I realize what it is. And I don't look at it. I'm holding it in my fingers, and I don't look at it. And I go back into the kitchen, because I only remembered one word on that. The last word on that fortune was truth. So I go into my sister's the kitchen where my sister is. I'm like, Kim, check this out. I said, remember, you just saw what I went through. I mean, that was crazy. I said, no, I just pulled this out of my pocket, and I'm going to read it to you. And it said, be patient, be pleasant, and you will see more truths. So I was just like, because, 2 minutes before I was getting that truth.
Yeah.
And and that was some weird shit.
So you have had a lot of things with like God telling you he's real?
No,
Or that was the only one.
that was like the only, like, to me, like a divine intervention type of deal.
Yeah.
Why are my headphones not working? Hold on a second. Let me just adjust this audio. There we go. Sorry. It was coming through my PC, and I had the laptop. I didn't want it to echo. That was the only real instance where something happened that was, to me, divine. I mean, divine being as close to God as you get. I've had instances where fuck it, I'll tell the story. You guys have heard it, but I'm going to tell it again. 1993 or 92, we found out my mom had cancer. We found out on Thanksgiving, which kind of sucks. So we find out my mom has cancer. I'm in New Jersey. My mom is in Peoria, Illinois, and my sister lives there with her husband and her 2 boys. My mom moved out there because my sister had another kid and she wanted to help. So she's in Illinois, find out she has cancer. That was November 92. I think we went out once or twice to see her from New Jersey, went to Peoria, Illinois. And then middle of August, my sister calls us up and says, hey, you got to come out here. It's about that time. So we go out there, we drive out there, and it is time. Like when we go to the hospital, it's not that I don't recognize her. She was incoherent. She was, a shell of her former self, and was, but I believed in my heart and soul that she could hear me. So we talked to her and we thanked her and we told her we loved her and we told her it's time to go home. And she has our permission and everything is great. And we will miss you, but we gave her permission to go home. And then that was that. Say that was on a Tuesday. I don't remember what day it was. And I think Wednesday night, that was on Tuesday night. Wednesday night, my sister spent the night at the hospital with her. It was the first time that anybody had spent the night overnight with her. And about 5:20 in the morning, my sister gets up to go to get coffee. And while she was gone, my mom passed away. Now, I feel that my mom knew she left the room and waited and passed away after she left. So my sister calls us and says, "Hey, mommy passed." And it was like, well, thank God, she's not suffering anymore. And it's funny when in the Midwest, and I've said this before, and I think it's funny, but in the Midwest, when somebody dies, and if you're involved with the church, the congregation will show up with food, lots of food. And for some reason in the Midwest, they love their Miracle Whip. I'm a Hellman's person. Back east, we call it Hellman's mayonnaise. Here, it's called Best. Same mayonnaise.
Yeah,
So it was just, we were getting, it was overwhelming the day itself. And my younger sister, whom I had drove out to Illinois with, I said, you know what, Pammy, let's go out. Let's go grab some dinner. After that, we'll go get a drink. So coming as we head out, we're going to go to this restaurant. As we head out, we run into this storm and we can see in the distance, and it's the most amazing lightning I'd ever seen. And I'll leave it at that. Flashback to growing up with my mom. We grew up on the Jersey Shore in the 70s. We'd get storms. We were on, it was a shore community, an ocean community. So we get storms and the power would always go out. And, when it happened at night, it was great because, we'd sit around with candles and play Monopoly and cards or whatever. And so we loved when, a good thunder and lightning storm. So now when we're, the day and night she dies and we're heading out, I see this, this lightning and we're just like, this is mommy. And she agreed. So we go to dinner and have dinner, and storm is still raging. And it's not so much, I don't remember it being too much rain. It was a little windy, but it was just the lightning was incredible. So we have dinner and then we go out to this this bar. And at this bar, you know how to play Yahtzee? With the dice and a cup?
Yeah, sure.
Well, there, if you give for a quarter, you can get a roll of this dice. And so you can win things. You can win a free roll or a 6-pack or just a drink or money. So I give my quarter and I roll, and the first roll I win a 6-pack. So I give
Nice.
Yeah, well, I give the cup to my sister and she gives her quarter and she rolls and she gets a free roll. And she rolls again and she gets a free roll. She rolls again and she wins a 6-pack. Now, I look at the bartender and the bartender's kind of got this funny look on their face. And I said, how often does that happen? They go, it doesn't. I said, I turned to my sister.
Wow.
I turned to my sister. I said, hey, Pam, listen to the song on the jukebox. It's AC/DC, Have a Drink on Me.
Wow. That is either synchronicity or a sign from above.
That was my mom. So check this out.
Okay.
So 2010, I'm living in Arizona. I'm new to Arizona. There was a bar in town that I used to hang out at, and it was like a sports bar. Well, I know he signed up, but he can still hear me. It was a sports bar, and at one point, I guess they had karaoke, and I was going to try to bring it back. And so I went there one day, and started to look at the computer system just to see what programs they had and if it was even usable, feasible to use for an actual karaoke show. And
Sorry about that, man.
No worries, man. So I'm at this bar. I don't know if you could hear or if I don't know if you missed anything.
Nah, I mean, you at a bar. That's all I heard, dude. Whenever you first moved into Arizona.
Okay, well, guys, I'm going to start over real quick because actually I'm telling him the story. You guys are just eavesdropping. As I was saying, I was new to Arizona and I was hanging out at this bar and they had a karaoke system that I was going to try to get up and running. And I go into the place, I pull out all the equipment and I'm looking at it and looking at the program and stuff. And there's some bullshit music playing. So I go into the kitchen and I change the satellite radio to a country station. And the only reason I do that, there was nobody in the place. There was me, the bartender, and the cook. And I'm dicking around with the thing, the computer and the program. And I noticed that when I'm playing it, the music keeps getting low. And I think what happened was the only thing I could figure out was that the music from the house music was going through the same amplifier as that I was like my sound system that I was using there was going through. So I think it might've been overloading the amplifier because the music just kept cutting out and it would get really low and you couldn't hear it. But I didn't really pay attention to it. And so I start talking to the cook. And we're talking about tattoos because he was all tatted out on his arms, and I just have this tattoo down on my leg. Of a lightning bolt. So telling him about the lightning bolt led me to tell him the story I just told you about have a drink on me.
Yeah.
So I tell him that story and he's like, oh shit, that's cool, and he's like, well, listen, I got to split. So he leaves. So with this, it's me and the bartender. Well, I go outside to have a cigarette. And this day it happens to be June 27th, 2010. June 27th was my parents' original anniversary. That was when they were divorced, but that was their original anniversary. So whenever I talk to my mom, holidays, whatever, I talk out loud. I'll go outside and I'll put it out there to the universe, but I'll say it out loud and, hey, mom, whatever. This day I go outside and after I just talk to the cook and have a cigarette and I said, hey, mom, happy anniversary. Miss you, love you. And then for some reason, I got this feeling of doubt. And I actually said out loud, I said, I hope that everything I've been believing in for all these years isn't bullshit. And with that, I flick the cigarette. I turn around, I walk in the door, and I go grab my pint glass off the computer table. And I walk over to the bar. Bartender's like, would you like another one? I said, sure. As soon as I put that glass down, as soon as it hit the bar, I hadn't paid attention, but the music was really low. As soon as that glass hit that bar, the music got really loud. And behind the bar was a shelf with 3 bottles of Patron on it. Now, Patron have corks. Well,
yes, they do.
Yeah. Well, the glass hit the bar, the music went up, and one of those corks hit the ceiling.
Wow.
And the bartender turned white. And I started laughing, dude. I couldn't help it. I knew what was happening because I just questioned.
Wow.
So the music got loud. And I had to explain to her, but I said, she goes, what the fuck's going on? I said, I guess my mom doesn't want me to have another drink. She's like, what? And I had to explain to her, but then I said, well, listen to the song on the radio. The song is called So Do You Believe Me Now?
Wow. So you do believe, wow. Do you believe me now? That is crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of crazy things that are going on in our world.
But having that happen to me is why I'm here today, because I'm open to things that most people wouldn't understand. Or if I believe in
Yeah.
ghosts, if I believe in
Yeah.
ghosts or the woo, why wouldn't I believe in something that's flesh and blood like Bigfoot? You know,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
I believe there is some sort of woo involved with Bigfoot. To
I
what
think so
extent,
too,
I don't
man.
know. I just think it's by design, by you know, by evolution. You know, we had it, I'm sure, at one point
I don't
when
know what it is.
we were a little more primitive. We had something going on. We're not
Yeah.
primitive anymore, so we lost it. We can be primitive.
Yeah.
We can be motherfuckers, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we lost it. You know, and
I don't know, dude. I really don't know. But there is
so
something
that's
about
but it's that belief that turned me on to this, to all this. That's why I'm here. You know,
absolutely.
I know what's
Yes.
happened to me now, and and everybody knows it now. Again, if you haven't heard it before,
Yeah.
um, so having that experience, I know that other people are having other experiences, and
Yeah.
me starting this, you know, I started in chat. I started, you know, like with Paranormal Portal was the first chat I went to, and
Yeah.
I've been there for over a year.
Okay.
But in that year, I, you know, go to other chats, and that was my thing. And then it wasn't until 5 months ago where I actually started a channel and started putting out videos.
Yeah.
And you know, I want to hear, you know, I want to hear
Yeah.
people's stories. Why are you coming? Why are you here? Why is everybody here that comes to this
Yeah.
weird fucking genre of, you know, we're on the fringe,
You're right,
you
man.
know, and it's pretty cool. And you know, it's the fringe. It sounds cool, but
Yeah.
we
I
are. You
mean,
know,
dude.
we believe in
Yeah.
shit that people don't believe it. and
Absolutely.
and there's so
Absolutely.
many people that have, if the people had heard like this, heard the amount of stories, like non-believers, like just heard a third of the stories that I've heard, and they're not stories that were told to me necessarily. I mean, it's like, you know, Sasquatch Chronicles, where, I mean, all these firsthand accounts I love, dude.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
hearing that shit.
me too. Me too. Me too. Man, I could tell you something rock solid that is true.
You know, hold on, and I gotta
Okay.
hold that thought. It
All right.
depends
Yeah.
on how much they're drinking, Megan. You know, I think really, if they can get some of that fermented shit from the bottom of the, you know, tree stump,
Fermented fruit. Fermented fruit.
the fruit
Absolutely.
too. So just had to throw it out there. Now, what were you saying?
So, dude, I know you remember my Ouija board encounter,
Sure,
right?
sure. With your grandmother, yeah.
Yeah. So my grandmother's house was haunted, and I could tell you some like things that happened to my mom and you know her sisters and brothers and stuff.
Hold on one second, too. I forgot to send
All
this.
right. No problem.
I got into babbling. Somehow I've been on almost an hour.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to help you out.
No, dude, no. I started, you know, talking about my experiences again because you wanted to hear
Yeah.
woo, and that's pretty
Yeah,
wooey.
dude.
Um,
Yeah.
let me
Man,
send
I
it.
think you have a great show, man.
Thank you so much, man. You know what?
Excellent.
I think I think it's doing pretty good.
It
I think
is.
the
It
numbers
is.
are doing good for what it is. You know, the it's on its way, Duke.
Yeah, especially the
The,
chill factor in the
well,
chat.
well, the chat numbers. I'm at guys. We're at 80 in chat right now. Boom,
Dude,
just
the
went to
chat
80.
is great.
You know, and
I'm not
I
gonna
only
lie
have
to you.
600, and I have about 660 subscribers. The the sub to chat ratio is way out of whack. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
awesome.
Hey,
It's
man, the
phenomenal.
chat is great. The chat is
Um,
great.
and I love everybody in chat. You guys are awesome. You know, you guys make the chat, and I get so many compliments in comments and stuff about chat, and
Man, the
that's
chat is
cool.
great.
You
That's all
know,
I gotta say.
See, what I want to find out is Kerry Arnold said, he'll announce his numbers. He'll be like, okay, there's 347 in chat. And then he'll look at his phone and goes, and there's 3 times that watching. How do you know that? How do you find those channelytics while you're on? I'm using my laptop for the show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can pull my channelytics up on my phone. So I have to look into that because I'm curious to see how many viewers there are at one time,
I think, man, I'm not really sure.
But you know what I mean? Sure. That's what I want to find out.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I mean,
that's scary, man.
Chat. I look at chat and I see that 81 or 80, and I'm just like, God bless you guys.
Yeah. I hear you, man.
So Duke, I did send it. Let me know if you got it. Open a new window in YouTube. But so what I think I can do this, but I'm gonna push some buttons, and you guys know what happens when I push buttons. So hang on. Here we go. Click.
If you disconnect me, bro, I'll be in the chat.
No, I'm here. I just trying to minimize and see what I can pull up in. Let's see. Let's move this over. Okay, that didn't work. All right, now. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to do some things here, like somebody just said, is pull up a new. Oh, what did I do? All right. Where is it? Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to try to put up 2 different screens and have YouTube on one. And we're experimenting, guys. Sorry. Deal with it. No, we're not. I'm just kidding. Where am I? Let's go to my channel. All right. Huh. Yeah. Well, let's see what I can find out while I'm sitting here, because I'm not looking at I'm looking at my channel right now. I'm gonna see what I can find. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at. Layout. I don't want to customize, so I don't know. All right, let's get away from that. I'll dick around with that some other time. Oh shit, I lost him. Guys, I didn't know. I didn't cut him off, did I? Okay, Duke, we'll try that again, man. I don't know why it wouldn't. Sending it again, Duke. To the World Bigfoot Radio Outlook address. Hang on, Ben. I'll get back on. There you go.
No problem, man.
Yeah, I sent. Strange that I sent it. I just, you know what? I don't recall getting up, but somehow the cushions made it way out from underneath my ass. I'm sitting on a bar with a cushion, and the cushion's gone. What the fuck?
Yeah, it'll happen, bro. It'll happen.
I have a bony ass. I need my cushion. I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it. Gray Swan, what's happening? I'm in bed with bloke snoring next to me, so there's no way I'm going to going on right now. Haha. Real, what's happening? I didn't see you. Sorry, hon. Duke, let me know if you got that. WTF, Mike, what's going on, man? Good to see you here. So yeah, we got 83 in chat. Hey guys, you think we can make 100 by the end of October? I want to do 100 by fucking Halloween. That'd be awesome. By the way, I want to have a Halloween party. See if we can get some guests, but you got to wear a costume. Huh. I don't know if you need the cushion there, Pappy. Oh, excuse me. No, I mean, wrong. Yeah. Just some healthy eating, Pappy. I should be all right. Won't need the cushion. Please don't eat your cushioning. You know what, Scottish Wildman, if we could do that, that would be incredible. But how are we going to go 16? I got 83, looks like here. So, hey, fucking, that'd be awesome. Let me know. Because I'm not looking at it from, actually, again, I got to look at it from the YouTube side because I'm looking at it from the studio side. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass trying to split the screen to see both sides. Duke, you gotta let me know if you got it. And I gotta kill the volume on this immediately. Hey, what do you think of that new logo? Megan says, hey, Russell, does Sasquatch foot size coincide with other body parts? I was going to say big feet, big shoes, but that's not a body part. Big hands, big ego. Okay, let's bring Duke on. What's up, Duke? And Ben's back. What's going on, Duke?
Hey, what's up? Hey, Duke, how you doing, man?
Hey, let me turn my volume down. And can you hear everything okay, Duke?
Oh yeah, I can hear you guys good as long as you can hear me.
Oh, you sound perfect. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So it's new in your neck of the woods.
You can hear me. We're having a mighty wind and rainstorm. It's been going on for 3 days, and it's getting worse all the time. So I'm sick of it.
Really, dude.
Yeah.
I wish we get some fucking rain, dude. We haven't had rain. I mean, I rent and I don't water the bushes, and I mean some of the oleanders looking a little sad. I tried watering them, but yeah, we're hurting for water here. Everything's like it's just like a tinder box.
Because we got about a south that turned into a blizzard and dumped all over Wyoming. But it pretty much put out all the fire hazard around here, and that was almost a month ago. And then we had 2.5 weeks like summer conditions right after that, which we normally don't get this time of the year. So we were just loving the hell out of that. Oh, mid-70s every day? Sure. We'll take that for a few weeks.
Huh. Let me get off this banner so you guys can see. There we go. Yeah, the weather's it's cooling off. It's still been warm here though, but it's just too dry. How the hell did we jump up to 93? Yeah. I wanted to hit 100 by the end of the month. We could do it in the next couple minutes. That's awesome.
Yeah, you'll have it. Somebody will go, oh, Beyond Monsters on. And
so what do you have coming up? I mean, you've been getting out a lot, or besides the rain? I'm not on the rainy days, but
for us, I'm mostly yeah. Well, if I thought there was anything up there, I'd be all for it being out there in the rain. You know, we've been up there in the too, but there's like limits unless you've got duck hunting gear and you want to camp outdoors where it's
Miserable.
Hey, Duke.
I don't know if we lost him. Oh,
Maybe
I
he
saw
has
a Twitch.
problems.
Duke.
You still hear us, Duke? I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. No, you got quiet.
Do
I
you
think Ben
believe?
has a
Yeah.
question
Oh,
for you.
Lord, he's gone now.
No, he's not. He's
Man.
still there. He
All
can hear
right.
you. His camera's off, probably.
Hey, Duke. What part? Do
I
you
think.
believe in any part of the woo that they talk about?
Maybe he can't hear you.
Yeah, maybe.
He's buffering, so no, he can't. My bad.
Yeah.
I should know better. That's a good question, though. Don't look at the light. Get motion sickness. Excuse me. Hang on, guys. I don't want anybody to have to leave for motion sickness. I'll wait until he gets his shit together.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That's just I can't do that. Watch that.
Hey,
Like
man, if you need to interview Duke by yourself, bro,
I've
let
done
me
it.
know. I'll get out.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, you got a question? Let's find an
Yeah,
answer.
definitely. I do have questions. I've been wanting to ask
Now's
Duke
the
a question.
time.
All right, cool. Cool.
We'll just let Duke get his stuff together.
Yeah, man. No problem.
So yeah, thanks for letting me throw that at you, my stories.
Man, dude, everybody does have, like, not everybody, but people in this field do have stories, and they're
Yeah,
all
but there's so many people
valid.
but there's so many people have different happenings and occurrences, be it
Yeah.
paranormal, whatever, and they don't talk
Right.
about it.
Yeah, yeah, I know it, dude. Dude, I have more stories with my mom in that haunted house that she encountered.
Let's get back to Duke and that question you wanted to ask him.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, Duke, Ben has a question. What's your take on the woo and Bigfoot?
What do you mean woo? What kind of
Well,
woo?
the supernatural aspect of it, I guess. But I don't have to speak for him. You ask Ben.
Yeah, man, just the paranormal nature of it, and do you believe that there is actually a paranormal nature of it, or do you believe that they are just relic hominids?
I think there are relic hominids that have paranormal abilities.
Right on.
Relic
I kind of have
hominids.
the same idea.
Do you believe in the interdimensionalism?
We got pictures of it.
Interdimensionalism?
Yep, of them doing all kinds of weird little tricks, cloaking, turning invisible, portals, the whole damn thing. People
So
have been
you
getting
do,
pictures of this stuff
you
for years.
definitely do believe in the
I tend to
cloaking.
believe in things that I can see pictures of.
I hear you, man. Definitely. I hear you, man.
I believe in a lot of fuzzy things then.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
I was up there, what was it, before the paranormal portal, and my team went up to the ghost town of Coloma earlier this year, and I had Sunny up there with me, and she got a picture of a cloaked something standing right next to her, and you can see the light bending around this thing, whatever the hell it is.
I think I did. I saw part of that. I think I saw that picture.
I did too. I did too.
They're the perfect example. I mean, we're walking down to the truck, and she's looking at pictures going, what the F is this? And then we had another one where it split the screen into 4 pieces that also made no damn sense.
Wow.
Really?
So yeah, people get pictures of this weird crap. So what are you going to do? Be disingenuous and go, yeah, Bigfoot's real, and all this other stuff that we're seeing around and near it just isn't happening. And we don't want to make the scientists think we're all crazy because, the scientists think we're crazy. heads will explode or something. So we
Absolutely.
can't tell them about any of the woo-woo paranormal stuff, or the scientists will think we're crazy.
They,
Hey,
yeah, they think it
newsflash.
already.
Top scientist investigating this is Dr. Igor Burtsev, who's the head of the Department of Hominology at the Institute of Evolutionary Science, Russia. And he has been on the field looking for Bigfoot for 65 freaking years. And he even said on the 100th episode of my show, the reason pictures of them and capturing them is because they have paranormal abilities we don't understand. So there you go. The top scientist is on the woo-woo train. The rest of you little babies can quit whining about it.
Oh no.
They don't give a shit. They're not going to take you seriously because our government's paying them to not take you seriously. So get over it, put a boot up ass and start gathering information.
Why do you think the government is suppressing this?
There's a lot of reasons they're suppressing it.
Yeah. One of them is
Well,
economic.
test victims that they can get away with collecting and doing things with that nobody's going to complain about because they don't exist.
Really? Like medical tests?
Yeah, and if you want to make super soldiers or something, having those
Yeah,
components to start with,
i.e. dog man.
That's a pretty good place to start. Dogman too.
Now, what do you think about Dogman, Duke?
As far as what? I think there's more.
I mean, do you believe it exists?
That's the question. Do you believe it exists?
Which version? Yeah, I believe all
I mean,
versions of Dogman.
So yeah, apparently yes.
Really? You believe Dogman exists?
Oh yeah. Again, people get pictures of it. People I know that have Bigfoot experiences that I know aren't lying to me about that have also seen a freaking Dogman. So if they don't hear truth about Bigfoot and getting pictures of that, but they see a Dogman get a picture of that doesn't exist. No, that's bullshit.
Wow. Do you think aliens have anything to do with them?
Probably. They're pretty busy mucking about everything that's going on this planet, so why wouldn't they be messing around with them too?
Yeah, you're right. So, do you believe that
if they actually are aliens from some other planet that are coming all that distance just to abduct some humans and do some medical tests on them, you damn well better believe they take advantage of being here to abduct Bigfoot and do some medical tests on them too, and Dogman.
Oh, absolutely,
else that
absolutely.
That's running around here that we're not quite sure about. I'm sure they're sure about it.
You're right, dude.
Somebody's got the answers, just not us.
Yeah, somebody does.
Cryptid 559. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, Javier. Jennifer Noble, good to see you. Sorry, guys, I got to do a couple quick shout outs.
Cool, man.
Sean Peterson, good to see you. Aaron, glad you're here, man. Let me scroll up. I know I missed some. Sean Patterson, excuse me, buddy. Argo Tanza.
Howdy to anybody in chat. I can't see chat right now, so if you're trying to get my attention, sorry.
TFE. What's up? Yeah. And really, you're doing a great job. Thank you. All my moderators, thank you.
Yeah, your mods are good.
Yeah, they don't have to do much. Just you know. I don't think they've ever guys, have you ever timed anybody out? I did once. I stepped in and did it, but I don't think they've even censored anybody yet. Well, that's, if you act like adults, you get treated like adults, and, people in chat are behaving. So thank you.
Well,
that's why chat is so good.
Yeah, the chat is very good. Absolutely. It's excellent.
95 in chat right now. That's phenomenal. Thank you so much, guys. You are amazing.
All right.
Back to the show.
You heard the man. Get 5 more people to start getting into chat here, so we can break
97. Tell your grandmother sign on to two devices at once. Do what you got to do. We'll get this up there. God damn it!
Make a quick fake username.
New
Open
account.
Up another one.
Come on. No.
Yeah.
I'll do that to
call
get
your username. I'm watching Moggs. That's the username of somebody that.
See how many new names pop up in chat.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting.
4 more people. Come on, you can create 4 more.
Come on, y'all can do it. We can do it. Come on.
We're like willing this shit. Joe Shukakosi. Shukakosi. Forgive me if
Hey, Duke.
Ramona, good to see you. Angela Delaney, thanks. Glad you're here. Who else?
Hey, Duke. Do you believe that the Gugway type Bigfoot is a lot different from the dog man?
I
Are they
don't really
different?
know what the hell that thing is. It's not a dog man.
Mm,
That's guaranteed. It's not a dog man. They're too different. Dog man's a
yeah.
tainted of some kind, and these
It,
things just aren't. And there's other, people running into them. I just did an interview with who's been on my show before, and he's running
3 more people.
research here.
3 more.
And
you think it is a
3 different
canid?
people
You
from
said
different parts of the 3 different
no. All right.
parts of the Appalachians have contacted me saying they've seen them in their research areas. Had a guy up
So
in northern Manitoba who's got reports coming in from up there at the damn place. And no, they're
So
not. They ain't dog man.
So you think it's maybe it's a type of mandrill type Bigfoot?
It could be something similar to Dinopithecus. There were giant baboons running around at one point. If you took its tail away and stood it upright, it would be just the right size and shape for a gugly. So there's one prime candidate. There's all the relatives of this stuff. If you want to look through the fossil record, some of those.
Mine says 100 on my thing here. So thank you guys.
Woohoo. Yeah, buddy.
101.
Not enough information on the gugly to make any kind of hard call on that. It almost seems like there's some kind of a weird hybrid or something made back in biblical times, and there's still a few of them running around.
So Professor Arnstein wants to know, Mogs, please ask Duke to explain all Wendigo types. Thanks, guys.
It's an episode I did and reissued 3 times called Gugwi Wendigo Genosqua. Go watch it.
There you go.
Have an hour and a half.
World Bigfoot Radio.
Thanks for helping the show out.
World Bigfoot Radio is one of the best channels they have out there. Absolutely.
Now, the only reason I know about these northern cryptids is because I grew up there, and the first one of these things that I ever saw was when I was 10 years old and I was out sledding, and I saw one of the Wendigo type.
Yeah, I heard that.
And that's what made me want to do the research into it and figure out what the hell I saw. And of course, there's very little information on Bigfoot or anything like that up in northern Minnesota. The locals just don't talk about it. Some of the natives know about it, but I think their attitude is, go eat the stupid white man, so they don't tell us. But
so Professor Arnstein wasn't thrilled with that answer, but yeah, you explained a little more.
Dude, do you believe in
pictures and everything? I think the type 4 is the Wendigo Genosqua type, and the Genosqua seems to be more from the Southern Algonquin Confederation. So these are the names that I'm using for the southerly variant, the type 4S specifically. And you'll notice that way back in the olden days, they used to
it's getting warm in here, guys. Sorry.
The stone coats, the rock-hide giants, that had appeared to have a rock on the surface and stuff, which I talk about. But they don't apparently do that anymore because now we have weaponry that'll shoot through it, so it doesn't do any damn good. Some of the places in the Algonquin Confederation, they had natives that had crossover names for them, or they would use Wendigo and interchangeably. And another name they had was Strendu, and there was a few other ones. So this whole linguistic thing basically led me to believe that they're all talking about the same kind of critter, and that critter was not a Bigfoot, because they had a name for Bigfoot in all these areas, and this is not the same name they were using. So they're talking about something completely different. And if you went over the Upper East Coast, where the Micmacs were the Penobscot Passamaquoddy tribe, they're the ones that came up with the designation of the term Gugwi. And again, they had 2 other names too. They also had the name for Wendigo and their local name for Bigfoot. And some people are like, well, yeah, we have multiple names for big cat. Like, if you're in one area, it's a mountain lion. If you're in another, it's a cougar.
Yeah, but that's multiple names for the same thing.
Yeah.
This is different names for different things.
Yeah, that's all over the continent, though. This is one freaking tribe.
Up in Maine, right?
Same animal, yeah. They're not going to give the same damn animal 3 different names. That's just retarded.
The Penobscot,
Yeah, Penobscot Passamaquoddy, and they pretty much don't exist anymore. They inbred with all the local white people, and there's like some of them have a teeny bit of the bloodline left, and I met a couple of them. Actually, I was doing a lecture at the first Big Sky Bigfoot conference on this very topic, and after I got done, I had a guy come up and want to talk about it afterwards, and turned out he had been from the Passamaquoddy tribe, if I remember right. And he remembers his grandma telling him some of the same stories and stuff that I was talking about during my lecture. And I said, so did I get it right? And he's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, you got it right. All right. So there you go. Straight from the Micmac Indian Confederation.
All right.
So I'm digging your Punisher hat, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I told you that. Did I tell you that story? I was at work one day and some guy comes in. He had rented a vehicle. And he had rented it with his family and comes in at the end of the day. And it's just, I guess he dropped a wife and one of the kids off. And they come around a corner in their vehicle and I greet him. Hey, what's up, guys? And he hops out and he's like all excited. He's like, hey, I just, helped some woman out on the trail. She was overheated and we pulled her into the vehicle and she wasn't responsive. And we stayed with her for 40 minutes till the medics show up. And, he's telling me all this and turns out it was the Punisher, the actor, John Bernthal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So he's telling me all this shit, and I'm like, I don't know who this guy is until somebody mentions it, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I guess
he was on The Walking Dead, man.
Yeah, he was. He played Rick's partner. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I have occasionally I'll have this. You'll see me holding a mug. I'll be drinking out of a thermos. That was John Bernthal's. He left it in the vehicle. Could have been his kid. I don't know, but it came from him.
Hey, Duke, do you believe in the redhead giants?
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's plenty of evidence for those. They even had those down in the caves not too far from Mogollon Monster down there. The princess was talking about the giants there. You know what I'm talking about, Mog?
You kind of cut out for that critical second where I'm like listening and went away. What? About the giants?
The red-headed giants.
Block Cave.
Oh,
yeah.
and
Block Cave, that's not part of the country.
That's not in Arizona, though. That's in Utah?
I think it's in New Mexico.
New Mexico, one of them. Yeah, I've heard stories about that, the skeletons they pulled out of there.
Yep. Yeah, well, they were in there. At that time, they needed all the guano they could get for fertilizer, so much so that the U.S. was like invading islands of bird shit out in the middle of the Pacific and calling them U.S. territory and taking them over so we could mine the bird shit off them. I'm not even kidding. Go look it up. So this is
that sounds familiar.
Commodity in great demand.
Yeah, it really does.
The fertilizer.
Yeah.
Or was it the?
Yeah, there was a cave there. This cave had umpteen years of bat shit in the bottom of it, so they wanted to go mine all the bat shit out of it and sell it for fertilizer. And when they dug,
I use it on my plants.
They found the giants. And then that's where they found giant shoes, and they found duck decoys and tools.
Yeah, I heard about the duck decoys too.
Yeah.
They've got some of that stuff still on display over there in their museum, but other things have disappeared. All the bones mysteriously went away years ago, and the huge giant skull that they had on display there for years, that kind of vaporized somewhere at some point.
Of course, the critical shit.
Do you believe that the Smithsonian confiscates?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Go fucking look it up, man. That's not even well,
you touched the nerve there, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry. And then I just want to hear his opinions.
No, fucking ask away, dude. That's what we're here for. You got questions, Duke, if he's willing to answer.
Wow, Duke left.
Hold on.
No, he didn't leave.
So the Smithsonian really has giant bones, and they
put them away out of everybody's eyes. They've been doing it forever, dude.
Wow.
Aaron just said,
very close by.
Aaron Heisner just said basically that the Smithsonian's the new Vatican. Here, look at the book that it's showing up. Back it up a little bit. The ancient giants who ruled America. Right on.
Yeah. Whose book is that?
The rest of the title is The Missing Skeletons in the Great Smithsonian Cover-Up by Richard J. Dewhurst. This book has 150 pages of old newspaper articles, some with pictures, about giant skeletons being found, and every frickin' one ends with, then the nice men from the Smithsonian showed up and hauled the bones away for further evaluation, never to be fucking seen again. There you go.
Why would they keep that from us, though?
Dude, picture Indiana Jones at the end where they put the Ark of the Covenant in the box, nail it up, and put it in that big fucking warehouse. Same shit, dude. They just put it away.
Yep.
No, I got you. I mean,
out of sight, out of mind.
Why would they keep giants from us? Why would they keep Bigfoot from us? Why would they keep Dogman from us? Why would they keep all that stuff from us?
Why would they keep aliens from us?
Supernatural.
You know
None
what?
of that stuff exists. It's all imaginary.
Yeah.
That's why they're keeping it from us, because it goes against their logic and science society that runs counter to it. You know, like giants are all over the place in the Bible. Giants can't be real. When they found the bones of Gigantopithecus, 2 different teams of scientists examined the fractured piece of jaw and the several molars that he had recovered originally from the apothecary shops in China, where they were calling them dragon bones. And these are some kind of giant ape bones. And he looked at them, and a couple other teams looked at them, and one of them promptly pronounced him Meganthropus, giant human. Another team said Gigantopithecus, giant ape. Well, since that day, how much more evidence has come to light? Well, a couple more pieces of jawbone and another couple handfuls of molars. But from that,
is this the one in China?
The giant ape that eats, Gigantopithecus, the number one. Oh, this Bigfoot's Gigantopithecus. Gigantopithecus never fucking existed, in my opinion. Those are it was a giant jawbone. It was giant teeth, in my opinion. And the scientists that are looking at it are calling it a giant ape based on what? They've got no skin. They've got parts of 2 lower jaws, and they've got some molars. That's jack shit in the real world. That doesn't count as good evidence for a species, much less saying it was a 10-foot tall ape that ate bamboo and blah, blah.
Yeah, there's no way they can put any of that together with that.
Bullshit. That's dust and fairy bullshit science. You want to give us bullshit and say we're not realistic? That pixie dust fairy snorting bullshit science right there. We're going to take a couple of freaking molars and piece of a jawbone and go, oh, la-di-da, there was a 10-foot tall ape running around it one. And yes, it ate. It was totally peaceful. The troops assisted and blow it out your ass, you bullshit artists. We're sick crap.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, what do you think about the rock apes in Vietnam?
The Batutut. Yeah, that's been documented since 1820s. There were some French guys over there that looked into it and said, what the hell is the deal with this? There's not supposed to be any great apes in the area.
I bet they were scared of it.
Ever since then, as a matter of fact, after the Vietnam War, they went and did some more boots on the ground research and tried to find more evidence of them, but they haven't anything definitive yet. And part of the reason why the troops are running into them in the Vietnam War is because there's sort of a, from what I gather, there's a central plateau area there. This whole jungle and the humans really don't live in. And, you know, the ones that live on the edge of it are aware that there's some really weird, dangerous animals in there, but they don't go in there, see, so they don't have any conflict with them. Well, now when the NVA and the Viet Cong and, you know, components on that side, and then our guys are fighting each other, all the territory is open for battling in. So they were in these areas that are usually human no-go zones fighting with each other, which made kind of a ruckus. And of course, the rock apes didn't like it. So they're attacking guys on both sides. And there's, you know, friggin' hair-raising stories about this. One of the best ones is where they had a camp set up and they had cut all the forest back, you know, for 100 yards in every direction around it so that they wouldn't keep getting insurgents sneaking in or having them shooting from the wood line close enough to hit anything. And then they would put snipers out so far closer to where the wood line was to watch and make sure they weren't sneaking up. If they did, you know, blast them. Plus they had the wire and all the other defenses and stuff, and mines and shit. But of course they would still try and sneak in. And several of these snipers reported, you know, guys in the same area at the same time, like on different shifts, that they were hearing the same kind of thing where they would like either see or hear some VC sniper was trying to get closer to them, and all of a sudden they'd hear this inhuman, ungodly roar, followed by the scream from the VC guy that just got grabbed by a rock ape and torn to pieces. And then, they would hear the animal going back into the woods again. So they were like hip to the fact that these lone idiots would try and sneak through this no man's land. And when they were by themselves trying to sneak through, they'd ambush them. So that tells you how opportunistic and smart they were. And whether they were just eating them or not, I don't know. But they were killing them, so it kind of makes you think maybe that's what they were up to after the fact.
Yeah.
But there was one report of a whole small platoon actually opened up on a group of them thinking that they were enemy troops. And after they realized there wasn't any return fire and these things didn't look quite human, they stopped shooting at them and went, what the hell is that over there?
I just heard some stories I listened to last night on rock apes and some of the experiences they've had over in Vietnam. That's some strange shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they were like they started firing on them, but they were moving so quickly through the trees that they couldn't find blood. They didn't find anything. It was like they were there and then they weren't there.
Yeah, and one of some of our guys were sneaking through the jungle and they got ambushed and they were getting fire, and the one guy dove over by a tree, and when he hit the ground, he was right next to one that was sitting there, and it jumped up and screamed and scared the piss out of everybody on both sides and ran right through the middle of the firefight, kind of disrupting things. And
I bet it got quiet there for a minute too.
So, yeah, no kidding.
Everybody went, what the fuck was that?
Monster jumps up. Everybody's like, what the fuck?
Both sides just went, huh? Oh shit, we're in a battle here. Head in the game, guys. Head in the game.
Shoot a lot while it was running in between them.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a story that came out about there being giants over there too. So that's another thing that's popped up. Where
like the mountain giants
had taken this village. Yeah, we're talking like giant of Kandahar giants. And these Viet Cong had taken this village, and they had come in, and instead of fighting them, the VC like almost tried to surrender to them and said, hey, there's things here we can't fight, we need your help. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? And right then two of these giants came into camp. There's a female
started
and a male
ripping people apart.
And
do you believe in the giant of
yeah,
Kandahar?
I think it was the female one grabbed the person right away and bit their head off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I did hear
that.
I heard that.
I know somebody was in country that was on a special ops mission. They're flying with several copters low across this valley, doing about 100 miles an hour. And they spooked up two giants down in this valley below them that took off running away from them at a right angle. And they said those suckers had to be doing 70 miles an hour as fast as they were going.
Wow.
That's why the locals don't live up in the mountains. They live in the valleys. The mountains are where the giants are.
The same thing with Afghanistan. They don't live up. They won't certain areas of Afghanistan. I went to call Kandahar.
They've got Bigfoot. Yeah, they got Bigfoot over there too. In Pakistan, the name for Bigfoot is Kaptar. So anywhere around those mountainous areas that are near the Himalayas, there's freaking Bigfoot over there. I had somebody 4 years ago sent me a picture, and they said, hey, I like your show. I got this picture. It's from a news report that was done at my village recently. What village? Well, apparently there was something coming into the village for about 3-4 days in a row and scaring the living bejeebers out of everyone. And it was leaving tracks. So they got a news crew out there, and the news crew did like a 3 or 4 minute report and filmed some of the tracks and stuff. And he took a picture of the TV screen with the track on it in this weird language, whatever the local TV. And I got it and, read through the whole article and then went back to what he had typed to me and looked at it again. And, well, yeah, that's northern Iraq. There's Bigfoot everywhere. They're all over the frickin' place. They're all over the Holy Land, too.
So you do believe in a giant of Kandahar? You believe that's a legitimate story?
Well, that's not the only story that's come out. That's just the most well-documented one. There's other giant stories that have come out. So, yeah. We got giant skeletons.
All over the United States.
Yeah. I know.
Exactly. And nowadays we had better tech, and we're a little bit speedier and more deadly, so they're going to have to hide a little bit better if there's any of them around here still. But in places like that, there ain't nobody living there, and there never has been anybody living there. They don't have to hide from anybody. That's their freaking mountains.
I just got to give a couple shout outs real quick. Nada, welcome. Livewire, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. Loretta Riggs, great to see you. Sawdust Beast, Mark, what's going on, man?
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. We hit 100. It was funny. I threw it out there. I said, guys, I like to hit 100 by like Halloween. Yeah, we did it tonight. You guys are awesome.
Everybody's scrambling, making fake accounts and jumping
out. I got so many people money right now. No.
But you have achieved your goal, nonetheless. You're successful.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's only actually 3 live humans in chat. They've all just
there's a ton of robots.
Bomber.
Yeah. Two of my mods are robots.
Oh man. Hey Duke, you believe in all of the classifications of Bigfoot, like type 1 and type 2 and all of that stuff like that?
Sandy, thank you.
I'm one of the people that came up with that classification list.
Okay.
So yeah,
nobody's got one that everybody agrees on.
Nobody's got one.
Everybody agrees on.
I hear you, man.
The closest there is like my classification system, and what the Bigfoot Outlaws use is pretty much the same thing.
No, you're not.
Sorry. As far as I don't think they class a type 4 because they're too far south and they haven't run into one.
Hi, Annie.
Man, Mogs, you always got a good show, bro.
I'm not doing anything different. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing it out there, giving people a chance to come on. And
people like them, so they want to come on his show.
You know, and that's what it is. No, it was funny, dude. Sitting when I went and did Carrie's show. I know you love Carrie. Well, anyway, when I sat in for him and D-Dos was there, and D-Dos was there after the show, you know, we're sitting backstage. D-Dos turns to me, he's like, so what do you have, about 10,000 subscribers? I just started laughing, like, dude, I don't even think I have a 600 yet. He's like, what? Oh, I said, yeah, but I'm pulling 80 in chat. He goes, holy shit. He goes, that's phenomenal. He goes, which is true. He goes, that tells me one thing right there. He goes, they're not there for the content. They're there for you. And I was like,
man,
wow.
You're a cool ass dude. You're a cool ass dude. And bro, your chat is really legit.
Yeah,
really.
It's off the chain, man. I'm digging it. I'm glad that everybody's having a good time. And look, guys, we're at 97 people. We've hit 100. That's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And we'll just keep doing what we're doing, you know. I mean, everybody seems to have a good time. So, and I'm just going to keep doing it. It's awesome. I love it.
It is a good time, man.
I'd like to travel around and meet some of these people someday. And once I get mobile, you know, and do some live shows out on the road, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I come up here this summer and I can show you where the biggest Bigfoot structures on the continent are, and you can document them firsthand.
Yeah, no, I'd love to get up there. I wanted to get up there on the last trip, but just didn't work out that way.
Yeah, dude. Show Mogs a Bigfoot, man.
Trips here this summer.
Keep kicking butt, Mogs. Well, Professor Orange Shoes, if you keep giving me shit like that, I mean that right above your head, Duke, is a little
awesome ass picture. Hell yeah.
The eyes, it's hard to tell. There's actually little round glasses on the eyes, but I mean, this guy did an amazing job on this logo. I'll figure out.
Professor OJ is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tattoo artist, so I might head out to Chi-Town and go get inked.
Yeah. I'm enlisting his aid on another project that I'm working on right now too. So you're going to see a bunch more of his art.
Yeah, he said that you guys were having trouble.
Some of you know I'm rebooting the entire Glag saga, and I only got the first 3 parts done. And so Professor OJ is going to help me with Glag illustration.
I tried to listen to it. It was broken up so bad I couldn't hear it. So I've never heard it.
The first 3 have been rebooted.
Yeah, I've never heard the Glag saga
playlist and listen to them.
Excuse me.
Actually, you can watch them because now they've been redone too.
Dude, if you want to hear and listen to a good story, listen to that story, Ben. I mean, if he's rebooting it, listen to it. It's dude, I cried. Seriously.
Dude, I really tried. I really tried.
I cried in some spots listening to that shit.
Well,
I
you
was
haven't
like,
been to
"Holy
my
shit."
channel and looked around. There's a whole playlist there that says Glag Saga, and it's got the first 3 reboots on there, audio. So it's your fault you haven't found them yet.
Dude, I go to your channel all the time. You have the best intro in
Swamp
God
Patrol.
damn,
Those guys are
that thing
amazing.
is awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's 2 local boys here. That's just a drum and bass team that do metal duo.
Yeah, that's crazy. That it's just all the music is.
It's
just
way more
drum and bass.
impressive live. It's way more impressive live because it's a freaking wall of sound. You think?
Oh,
I've seen
the videos you posted when you were live.
Dude, the video clips with the music is fucking awesome, dude. For real. That's just awesome, there.
I'll tell you what, I got a
TFV.
good reaction from that. Actually, the
AZ.
drummer. The drummer came over and he was hanging around, and I was playing the intro to the show, and I'm like, "Have you seen this one yet?" And he goes, "No." So I put it on, and he's watching it, and he's like, "This is what I wanted to do when we were recording in the studio. Put in sound effects in the background. Fucking sound man." Apparently, the sound man didn't like the idea, and he's sitting there listening to all the Bigfoot vocalizations and the howls and shit that I threw in with the music, and he just thought that was the coolest thing ever. So it's like, well, I got the big thumbs up from the band that recorded the song, just for the mix that I did.
We let the Irish in.
Hey, what's the story about the picture of the dog man and his eyes like light up, shoots like a beam? You know what I'm talking about?
You're talking
It's
about
in
the
your
one that's
intro.
like standing in the middle of the rock mesa. Yeah,
No, not that one. Not that one. The one right before it. Right before that.
There's right before that. There's a Nubian dog man in the woods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Man, yeah. Show was great, bro.
Yeah, I've been trying to track down where those pictures came from. Honestly, I haven't been able to figure out where the source of them is yet, so I don't know if they're legit or not. They look legit, but I can't.
Yeah, pretty legit. Yeah.
Some of the other pictures that I have in there, like I know for sure they're legit. Those the 2 Dogman pictures are questionable. The Dogman howl, that's actually from Cindy Goodbrick in the next state over in Idaho. She recorded that on her back porch. For God's sakes.
Wow.
Like where you don't want to be recording Dogman howls right on your back porch. Yep.
Yeah.
That made its way into the show too.
The one after that you talked about, the one on the mesa or whatever, it does not look legitimate.
That looks like what they described the hellhounds looking like. Yeah,
but it has like they say the dog man had the ears that stand up.
Yep.
And that one
there's supposed to be more than one kind of dog man too. No, the thing in the mesa looks like a hellhound to me. It doesn't even look like a dog man.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
Plus, it's got the freaking
that intro is killer.
It's like, whatever it is, it's pretty freaking scary. There's another little short part in there that most people miss in between the mountain giant howl. There's kind of like a little dead spot, and I'm showing the dogman, and then there's the dogman howl. There's a little spot in there where it shows a little piece of like the woods, and it's just a wood line.
Yes.
There's a bunch of bushes and stuff, and it's all green.
Yes.
I got permission from somebody that filmed that there was a Bigfoot sitting in the wood line. And if you go to their channel, you can actually see the whole clip where they're going, "What are you doing? Don't use that, my camera." And it's sticking its tongue out at him. You can't see it on the video, but they could see it live. And as soon as they did that, they camera, and that flash is the physical zapping of the camera. The camera fried a couple minutes after that. It killed the batteries on it.
Oh, that's exactly what I was talking about.
There you go. There's your proof that that's not infrasound. That was an electromagnetic discharge, and you got it on film. So there you go.
Wow.
So D Swagger says, "Oh my God, hell's no! Dogman at the back door sounds like a Black Sabbath song." Dogman at the back door. It's either that or a Creedence song.
Yeah, people, if you ever got a chance to watch go watch the intro and the outro.
I think it's so
in
badass.
Slow motion, and look at them, because there's all sorts of interesting pictures thrown in there kind of fast, sort of on purpose. So certain people don't really notice them.
So you got to frame by frame it.
Yeah, there's it's not quite that bad, but
Easter eggs.
If you slow it down, you'll see all kinds of things you didn't really notice.
Morgan Carter says, let's see, I keep mentioning the lady from North Carolina who was killed by an unknown canine species.
The
What do you know
LBL.
about
Yeah,
that?
I don't know if there's been any more information has ever come out on that. I know they got the DNA from supposed attacking species was supposedly canid, and that was, but we can't nail it down more than that. And that's BS because they've got exact DNA sequences for all the sub varieties of, because the kennel clubs use those. So they can not only tell you it's a dog, they can tell you exactly what kind of dog it is. So I call bullshit on it just based on that.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
I just
dude,
I just got a text from Ruger. He's still got poison ivy. He can't text, but he said good show. So that's why you don't see him. He's watching, but he's
Put
got
some
poison
ointment
ivy
on,
on
Ruger. Put some
it.
ointment on you, buddy.
Quit touching yourself. He'll spread it. We love you, Ruger. Heal up, man, dude. I know what it's like, man. I've been covered head to toe with poison ivy, head to toe. So yeah, not fun. So good luck there. Don't itch too hard.
Hey, Duke, what you think about the LBL stuff? You believe that's true?
I'm about to put out a show on it here for Halloween.
Right on.
Wow. Synchronicity, huh?
We got the rest of the story.
It's called planning.
Yeah. Lots of advanced planning. We got the rest of the story. We're going to tell you what happened after the massacre and what did it.
Wow. With the family and the supposed dog man and girl in a tree and stuff.
And then the other hunter that disappeared near there.
I don't know that I heard about that one.
Yeah, see, most people haven't either.
No, I
He was
haven't
missing
either.
parts.
Mark from Sawdust Beast just perked up. He's like, "Did you say LBL?"
Yeah. Yeah, they're planning on doing down there
LBL
sometime soon.
Yeah,
you guys wouldn't be going to that closed campground there, would you?
Little meet and greet down there. Is that where they're having it?
When is that? Past the cemetery?
Scott. Sawdust Beast. Mark, post when that is. I forgot when that was. You're having that meet and greet down there. You're killing me with that door, dude. Every time you slide in and out that glass door, it's a racket.
I'm sorry, buddy.
No,
I'm
it's all
sorry,
right,
buddy.
dude. So Megan keeps pestering me.
Yep.
Please ask Duke if that's a Punisher mullet he is sporting. He needs a sweet red headband.
I think a mullet would imply that I actually cut any of my hair at some point. And that
yeah, I don't bother either.
So no.
So there you go, Megan. Megan always has some great questions. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't painted in the eyes glow in the dark green yet, but that's coming. I'm about to.
Sawdust B says I can take you there to the LBL. Halloween weekend, right on. Because I'm probably gonna go live Halloween night, just for shits and giggles and see what we can do. I never go on Saturday nights, just because work's been so hectic. But I think this Halloween will do something. I'm sure everybody's
only a couple thousand miles away, so let me just jump on my bike and I'll be right on down.
Yeah, I'm going to see if anybody will come on wearing costume or anything like that. That would be cool.
Yeah,
you can't see the decorations behind me. In this little screen, you can't see the decorations behind me, but I got Halloween lights up and skulls and chains and a bunch of other shit. Just it's gonna look boring after Halloween though. Once they take it all down, it's just gonna be bleh.
Have all that heavy metal stuff for Halloween till you're good to go.
Hey, Duke. You don't have to say any names, but do you hear any things on YouTube that you think is just complete bullshit?
How much time do you got?
Wow. Okay.
That's a can of worms.
The honest channels that are vetting things properly are probably less than the ones that are completely full of crap or embellishing.
So can you give me a list of the honest ones?
Making up their own stories. Well,
I don't know if we want to do that here.
A lot of those guys have been on my channel.
No, not the dishonest ones, like the honest channels.
Yeah.
The people that you believe that are not full of shit. Could you possibly?
Bigfoot Outlaws.
Bigfoot Outlaws. Did you hear that?
Are not full of shit.
Nope.
Bigfoot Outlaws.
No, dude, I'm just asking you to give me some names of people who are trustworthy.
Well, that's one.
Okay.
Well, he said Bigfoot Outlaws is one
Yeah.
channel to check out.
I mean, like, I watch all kinds of channels, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I believe what they're telling me.
Sure,
is
you
true.
just like
Some of them I know from personal experience, they're not telling the truth.
Oh.
But you know, a lot of these guys are just clickbait masters because they just want to get views. So they'll make up some cock and bull story about, you know, Bigfoot ate my Winnebago, so they get 100,000 clicks on it. They don't give a shit. And a lot with the bigger production values, they got a bigger budget, you know, because clickbait city, they're getting paid for it.
Yeah.
One thing that you can look at is the littler channels that are being suppressed more tend to be ones that have better information. Because if you're putting out a lot of good information, they don't want you talking. They're going to fuck with your channel big time.
Sure.
So, you know,
but there's, you know what, but it's at the point. They got
200,000 viewers on there or something, then you better be suspicious that maybe you're just not getting much good information from them because they're such low threat level. They're not being suppressed at all.
Yeah,
there's other platforms out there. So when
sure,
you know, they fuck with you enough, I know. But if they fuck with you enough, you have a place to go and still spread the word.
It's probably the only reason they haven't banned my channel yet because I'm on 5 other platforms. And one of them compete with Texan Hammer and Alex Jones, and I got as many views on some of my videos as they do.
Professor Orange Juice wants to know what's the current opinion of Todd Standing.
I would love to know this too. I would really love to know this. Really.
Todd.
Yep.
You know, got carried away with having initial success and made up some crap. The black-faced devil, I don't believe that's a Bigfoot.
Dude, that looks real. That's the only one that really looks real.
Yeah, that doesn't look like any Bigfoot I've ever seen. Some of the ones they claim are fake as hell are the ones that actually probably are real, like the little Wookiee that they think is some kind of a Muppet. I know 3 different people that have seen young Squatches that look exactly like that. And if you go up in northern Idaho and across the border into Canada, that's exactly where they're at. And that's pretty much the same area he was in when he got that picture. And part of the reason people don't believe that picture is because some jackass took the original and photoshopped out the branch that was going across its face and put in his own fake skin texture and shit, which had nothing to do with legit picture. Some of his stuff I don't think is legit, and some of it I think it is legit.
And you know,
if any of it's not legit, then you can't trust what he's saying.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I have mixed feelings about him, and you guys, people know I'm not a huge fan, but you know, I do give him credit. He's out there doing what he's doing, and there are some stuff that I see that he does that, you know, makes me go, wow, something might be going on there. And then some stuff where I'm like, I'm not impressed at all. Yeah, but I do give him credit.
I think he is in an active area. There is stuff going on. He has actually got stuff on video. He's also exaggerated and made shit up.
Well, that's what turned me off to him was his attitude.
Yeah,
in one of the videos I saw where it was, I do this, me.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Absolutely.
That's what turned me off.
All the time. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. P.T. Barnum.
He is the P.T. Barnum of Bigfoot, and he's self-promoting himself. Yeah. And you just look at the intro to his videos. Hi, I'm Todd Standing. Watch me pop up out of the snow like a Yeti. You didn't see me there. Ha ha ha. Because I'm Todd Standing. Watch me race up this hill like a superhuman. Only I can do that. I'm Todd Standing. I can run down the middle of a river. Not only that, I've got an ATV that can do it. And somehow I've got permission from the Canadian government. Shh, don't tell him I did this. I'm Todd Standing. Yeah, you know, it's like, okay, we know you're Todd Standing. The other thing that irritates me when he does this thing is I'm the guy that takes people out with Bigfoot. Yeah, I do that too, Todd. And I don't charge them $3,000 to do it. I don't charge them a damn penny. And most of them are on my show afterwards talking about the Bigfoot they saw while they were out there. Where's the people that you charge $3,000 coming on your show telling about the Bigfoot they saw, Todd?
dude. His the intros to his movie, it's ridiculous because he's running around, running and jumping through obstacles, and it has really crappy '80s music. It's a montage. A montage.
I know it looks like an '80s action movie that should have had Stallone in it, but they couldn't afford them or something.
Guys, listen.
But the best part of the whole thing is it's so superfluous and unnecessary because it doesn't matter how great you are at hiding and running and jumping and climbing and how fast you are. Bigfoot's a million times better than you are and can do it 3 times as fast. So who gives a shit?
All right, listen, guys. You guys who are listening and people in chat, we're just having a little fun. I'm not tearing Todd Standing apart. I give him credit. Don't like his attitude though. But then he's kind of been redeeming himself a little bit. I've seen other interviews where he wasn't an asshole. So, he redeemed himself a little bit, but
I don't want anybody to get the opinion, I don't want people to get the impression that I don't want him to think I'm ripping mercilessly on Todd because
we're not. It's not about that.
He does do some good videos. He is actually right about certain things. What's disturbing about Todd is that for some of the video that he's gotten, he should be way further on the learning curve than where he really is. So who's helping him and where is he getting some of this stuff
from? Yeah. I just think
and he's even admitted that he was in a couple places in Montana where other people had research areas, and he was in those areas filming and stuff, and then the Bigfoot didn't like him and chased him out of the area.
Apparently, helicopter's passing.
That was a helicopter? From what, hell? That was weird sound there, dude.
Yeah, man, I'm in Florida. We left for the hurricane.
How did that go?
I mean, pretty good, I guess. I'm in Florida, so I didn't get hit by the hurricane,
Excuse me.
Tom
Paul Cajun
asked, there looking for skunk apes this time of night, or what's going on?
Duke, how about the claim of researchers peeing blood after researching?
That is interesting. That really is interesting.
That can happen. Yep.
Makes me
that could be caused by getting hit by infrasound. You can do that in the laboratory. You don't need a Bigfoot.
Little internal bleeding.
Messes up your internal organs, vibrates you. Just like, lithoscopy, or what is it? Lithoscopy. It's when they have they can like blow up your, what do you call them?
I'm getting uncomfortable.
Internal organs.
Kidney stones. When you get kidney stones, they can blow up your kidney stones from outside your body without having to.
With the ultrasound, you mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's the same kind of thing. If they can do that, with ultrasound. Same thing with infrasound or ultrasound being emanated by Bigfoot. They can, and people report that even when they get close to them and they let loose a big howl or something, it vibrates the inside of your body because they're so freaking loud.
Is that right?
Thank you.
What is that?
Right.
Lithotripsy. Thanks, James.
Man, I would really love to know how the hell that happens. Really. I'd really love to know. And I would like to know the difference between infrasound and being zapped. What is being zapped?
Most of people, when they're talking about being zapped, that's exactly what they're talking about, is being hit by infrasound. But
that's what I
some of the other researchers that I work with, we extend zapping to electronic equipment. And we're not talking about infrasound. They're talking about them actually doing an EM pulse of some kind, frying batteries and electronic equipment. And
EMP?
we've seen it over and over and over and over and over and over. The batteries were fresh. Now they're dead. The camera was working. Now it's off. You can't do that with infrasound. Sorry.
No, dude, that's a thing that goes
Plus, we got
across
that flash
all the paranormal spectrum.
Yeah, I don't know. EMP seems a little extreme.
Yep. Well, it's
those are things that go across all the paranormal.
Talk one at a time. Sorry.
You would
Go ahead,
expect that
Duke.
an eel living in a river could be able to electrocute you if it wanted to, but that's real too.
Yeah,
true.
you're right. So I was just saying that that's a phenomenon through all of the paranormal stuff, like
Yeah, it's not just
ghost
Bigfoot.
hunters,
There's that weird
aliens.
magnetic stuff that has to do with all that paranormal stuff. Yep.
Sure. Well, that's
So-
why you have your ghost, your paranormal investigators that carry the EMF readers.
Yeah. And they go out too. They just lose their batteries.
Mr. Lee 3PO, what's up, buddy? He wants to know if I've ever seen the movie Scanners. Is that where they concentrate real hard and blow up your head? Yeah, that's Scanners, I believe.
Never seen that one.
Dude, where are you from, by the way, Mr. 3PO? Sorry, buddy. Where'd it go? I think I want to say Australia for some reason. I didn't mean to cut you guys off, but
no problem.
All right, let's get off of that. Crow Creek says
right before you came on, Moggs, I was recording a guest for one of my shows here that's upcoming where we were talking about some of the research we were doing this summer, and probably the best track find this summer where we were down by this little river walking this. It probably was actually a covered wagon trail about 100 and some years ago, but it's all grown up now. The animals are using it. And there was a little wet spot in there, and he found 3 really nice 19-inch tracks, one right after the other. So those are probably the best tracks we found the whole summer this year. Usually don't find giant tracks like that one right after the other. They're sneakier than that. You can find one usually, not 2 or 3 in a row. So that was pretty cool.
Right on. I didn't mean to butcher your name, Mr. Lee 3PO. Sorry, buddy. But he's in London. Welcome, dude.
Oh, London, cool.
Wonder Woman says, hello, I can't hear Duke. Might be on your end. I mean, Duke's been breaking up a little bit, but not bad.
Not really bad, dude.
First came on,
not bad at all.
Froze up a bit, but you've been good since. So maybe your volume's down, or I don't know. Any other questions for our guests here tonight, guys? Please ask. Just post them in chat. Put caps so I can catch them right away. Again, thanks to Bomber and Real, and if Big Rob's around, and Still Crazy Chris, all the mods tonight. You guys doing an awesome job. You're handling things wonderfully. 90 in chat still. You guys are awesome.
Yep, they are.
So again, if you have any questions for Duke or Ben, please post them. I think Ben's been asking all the questions, which I think is awesome. Thank you for that, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, no problem, bro. I'm curious.
No, then that's the way to be.
Absolutely.
That's the way I want people to be.
Well, I give you guys update on what's coming up this week here is I got the first of a 2-parter with William Lunsford. He's been on the show a couple times before, and that guy's amazing. He gets all kinds of evidence.
The name's familiar.
And he was just
it really does sound familiar.
He was on Sawdust Beast very recently. He's been on my show twice. And he's like probably the best Bigfoot researcher down in the Texarkana and Falk area. He and I are both going to be on Christie's Sci-Fi Gals show this coming Sunday. So that's going to be
I'll have to check out her show.
Bigfoot extravaganza over there. Bigfoot Research Evidence Podcast. So make sure y'all make it, because I'll be one of the guests and William will be the other one. And he is the fastest mouth in the South. He can talk faster than a damn Yankee. And, practice.
Leave those Yankees alone.
I used to be a fast talker because I did radio DJing and stuff, and it's like I have trouble keeping up with that guy. He is really fast talker. He did 30 years of UPS deliveries, and they time you on everything, So
I did see that. I remember that. I saw it on Sawdust Beast. That was a good show.
Yeah, you should have been a auction.
Morgan Carter asks, I guess this is for everybody. Do you have a theory on mind speaking?
Good question. Great question.
Go for it, Duke. You answer it. Any?
Yeah, I'm not qualified.
Mind speak is another name for telepathy.
Telepathy. Yeah.
That's all it is.
So
the
what do
only
you
difference
think about
being
that, dude?
big supposedly some of these cryptids that might speak with you not only can send you their thoughts, but they can send you their emotions, or they can send you
Suggestions
a
or
static picture or something, an impression of a picture, or something looks like this, and you get an impression of that, or that sort of thing. But it only seems to be they only do that with people that have psychic abilities, and people that are non-psychic like me don't have to worry about that because we're too thick-headed. They can't get through to us or whatever.
well, I
A
believe
couple
in the
people,
mind speak.
yeah, Leo over in Nova Scotia, he had the one he calls Carl, the big alpha, and his troop tried to mind speak with him, and it didn't work. He just got an instant blinding headache both times. And then it turned out that Carl's daughter, Oshasha, she actually could mind speak with him and wouldn't, blow his head up or whatever. So he can mind speak with her, but he can't mind speak with any of the other ones in that troop. And then there's some people that can pretty much just mind speak with any of them. That's again people that have psychic abilities. I think that's generally they're not supposed to be talking to humans anyway, so it doesn't come up very much.
Mr. Lee 3PO says, Duke, do you sometimes feel like you're in a living nightmare with all the knowledge you have?
Then I read an H.P. Lovecraft novel and I go, oh, I got way easier. And then it doesn't bother me very much.
Makes you feel better about what you know.
Yeah, like, oh, the old ones and stuff, that's way worse than this. Okay, yeah. Our universe is kind of effed up, but that one's even way worse. I'm glad I'm in this one. No Cthulhu here is hopefully.
I think it's better to know than to be guessing about it.
Did I miss a question? I see somebody says there wasn't anything wrong with
A little known trivia fact, if anybody knows about the H.P. Lovecraft Cthulhu mythos and stuff like that, the first time I ever did a speaking function for a Bigfoot conference, the Big Sky Bigfoot conference up here in
hold on a
Montana.
second. Dude, hang on a minute. Is that another helicopter there, Ben?
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, dude, I'm at Destin.
Just give yourself up already. They'll go away. We can. No, I'm kidding. You're flying around.
Hey, bro.
You can mute.
Dude, I will leave so y'all don't have to hear this garbage.
No, dude, you don't have to leave. I wanted Duke to be able to, be heard. So
I want Duke to be
That's
heard
what I was
too,
going to
man.
say anyway.
No, just if you hear anything coming on again, just mute your microphone.
Okay, all right.
If it happens again, but you're good.
I got you.
I want everybody to hear, what everybody has.
Yeah, man, me too. Definitely, I'll do it. I'll definitely do it.
You're good. We're good. No worries.
So relating to the whole H.P. Lovecraft, Cthulhu mythos, that sort of thing. First time I ever did a speaking engagement at a Bigfoot conference, it was near Halloween, and I was speaking on the topic of dangerous cryptids. So I figured it would be appropriate for me to wear my T-shirt that said Miskatonic University Research Team. And so all of you that are into H.P. Lovecraft are totally laughing your butts off and get that right now, and everybody else is scratching their heads going, what? But the funny thing was, one of the local newspaper reporters took a picture with me wearing it and mentioned it. Oh yeah, note to H.P. Lovecraft from the last speaker at the show, blah blah blah. So yeah, in the H.P. Lovecraft mythos, they've got a Miskatonic University, which is where all these professors go out and investigate all these horrible cryptids and monsters and stuff, and compile their information on it. And usually they get hideously killed. And so that's the inside joke there. If you got a team shirt on, you're like one of the guys with the red shirt on Star Trek.
Yeah, in Star Trek. That's funny.
You're one of the guys that's about to get hideously torn apart by some unknown relic from the dim past,
This is Overbuild's blaming this on Megan Richardson asking his question, but I know it's coming from Automotive. Duke, would you spoon with a Sasquatch if given the opportunity?
No.
He asked me that one day. He's like, dude, if it's cold out and there's a female Sasquatch and she's coming on to you, would you, warm up? I said, fuck yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So it would have to be really cold. But let's see. Just looking for any other questions. I guess.
Hey, Duke. How many Sasquatch do you
Hideously
think
killed.
they have?
Yeah, not
in
regularly killed. D.
America.
Hideously.
Fatally killed. Killed by death.
Mm.
What was the question?
How many Sasquatch do you think they have in America?
Oh, God knows. Better guess on that one from the Bigfoot Outlaws. Bear mentioned it on one of the shows where he had done a guess and made a survey of how many there probably were just in the local county he was in, because he had heavily researched it and run into various troops in various areas. In some cases, you didn't get to see him, so you know you're not looking to see him. Well, there's thousands and thousands on our continent.
Tens of
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you ever come across a ground nest? Scottish Wildman is asking.
Yep. Yeah, I found one next to an area that looked like it was actually a little playground where they had a snap about 10.5 feet up. It was a twist snap. And that there was a little gully, and there was a ground nest in there. It was right next to where there was what looked like a blind, 3 game trails crossed right there. And just up a little gully from it, there was a whole bunch of stumps that were left over from either natural or happened a long, long time before, because they weren't showing any signs of burning. But they didn't saw it off; they were flat on top.
Sorry, I don't.
And all these stumps had been decorated. Excuse me. They had taken little branches and sticks and whatnot and laid them along the sides of it, all the way around it, or even stuck them inside of it, so they're coming. And I took a video where I was standing in one place and I spun in a circle, and there were 7 of those little decorated stumps within eye shot of me just going in a circle in that one spot. And that was the same spot where they had the ground nest and, a bunch of other stuff. So, yeah. Yep, I think there was an adult there that was keeping an eye on a bunch of the little ones and letting them play around.
So Les Hintz has a question. Do you think the Sasquatch keep animals like pets? I've heard of them herding deer and elk like cattle. Just a random question. Interesting question.
Would surprise me a bit. The last 4 or 5 times we've been up to Hidden Valley, we've had deer actually come right into camp. And I mean like in camp.
Mm-hmm.
20, 30 feet away from us and hanging out there. One time, 3 of them came in and stayed there all damn night. They wouldn't leave. We walked down a trail by the river, and one of them followed us the whole time. Stayed about 10 feet away. Wouldn't leave. That's not normal, especially during deer hunting season.
Yeah.
And yeah, that time we actually heard the mouth pops from the other side of the river. There was some Bigfoot that chased them across the river, and they came and hid in camp, where they figured they wouldn't get them, And then as soon as the sun came up, then the deer were scared of us and wanted to run away again. But all night long, they were just right in camp, staying right there. 3 big mule deer.
That's funny.
Hey, Duke, do you believe that
big predators around when wild mule deer are like right in camp with you?
Overbuilt Automotive says Mogion needs a new chair. Yeah, he does. He's sitting on a bar stool with cushions, and that's why you see me like moving around. I'm trying to find my ass. It's gone.
Plus, you're about to fall off every time you shift position.
Yeah, and like now I started with a fucking pad under my ass. Where'd it go? So that shifting, it just slides out. Too funny.
Hey, Duke, do you believe that Bigfoot is responsible for any of the missing 411 stories?
Yeah, they're for some of them. Bigfoot did some of them for sure, and there's other things that did the majority of them.
Like Dogman or other things?
Yeah, well, again, it's like I'm not blaming the Dogman for all this. There's other cryptids out there. Go watch episode 107. Don't forget about the Gugwe.
There's a human factor in a lot of that too.
You got reptoids, and you got grays, and you got
reptoids,
and you've got there's all kinds of shit that's doing this stuff.
Here, Bomber's got something for you, Duke. Let's see. Duke, Long Island Bigfoot has some creepy whistles on one of his most recent videos. Makes me think of our conversation the other day about Gugwe.
Yeah, it's a right area for it too, Bomb. That's pretty creepy. Make sure you send me a link to that so I can check it out. That's
Yeah,
that's
you
one
know,
of the legends about them, that they don't just, like Bigfoot whistle and stuff, but these guys actually have a whistle language that they use with each other to coordinate attacks when they're hunting.
Fucking D. Do Bigfoot get STDs?
Yes, when they're downtown hanging around squatches, it's quite common.
Yeah. Damn blob squatches.
Yeah. Skank squatches.
Wow.
Skank squatch. Oh, shit.
Sasquatch transmitted diseases from the skank squatches.
Jeez. Designer. Oh, Megan. Megan, really? Come on.
Thanks for the graphic description, Megan.
Why green?
Green is the color of putrid. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
why veggies bad, steak good. Steak brown, veggies green.
Yeah,
Green
yeah,
veggies,
I agree.
good.
I agree.
I'm just checking for questions. Wow, we've been into this 2 hours and 16 minutes. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
It goes quick, you know, it does. Once you get into it. In the beginning, it kind of drags because I'm like, all right, who's going to save my ass? But it's works.
Sorry, Mogs,
you
I
know?
would have jumped in sooner if you had sent me a link.
No, it's all
sooner,
good.
but,
I got to tell those stories again. I'm glad people got to hear those stories that didn't. You know, there was a lot of people in chat that I'm sure never heard those stories. So I'm glad they got out again. So if you guys don't have
stories, I got one scary witch story, and that's it.
Duke, do you think that Dogman is a werewolf and these missing 411 people have turned into werewolves?
What? You think
You
they
have,
werewolves
you have
do?
to believe that lycanthropy exists.
Lycanthropy.
Yeah, Dogman,
Yeah.
the natives are referring to is Dogman 24/7. They don't change back and forth. That being said, are there things that can change back and forth? Yes, skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers, but
supposedly they're shapeshifters too, and
shapes
think of as a classical werewolf. And same thing, both of them are doing it with black magic. So that's where the whole werewolf legend comes from. Part of that's related to the Dogman thing too. You know, they talk about the werewolves only appear around the full moon. Well, a lot of the Dogman legend is that the Dogman is, some of them got bound into the giant mounds, and some of them got put into the other dimension. They're on the other side of the veil, and they can visit Earth for only a few days a month, and then they have to go back on the other side of the veil. And interestingly, the month coincide with the cycle of the moon. So when the moon is getting full, they can come through the portals and be here for a few days, and then when the moon is over, they have to go back through the portals and leave again. So that may have something to do with the whole legend of, you know, people turning into a werewolf around the full moon. Nobody's turning into a werewolf. The dog.
I'm gonna put one more question out there from dude. If I pronounce your name wrong, I apologize. Ed Brzozowski. Duke, if you could have one question answered about Bigfoot, what would that question be?
Good question.
I'm going to end it on that question.
Got way too many questions to just narrow it down to one like that.
Come on, Duke.
Something.
Come on, Duke.
We ain't letting you get away.
Just one thing that you don't know that you would love to know.
Or that's been haunting you. That's just like, shit, you know. If you could have one question answered, what would it be? It's a great question.
Are they from here? Are they from here, or are they from elsewhere? That's the only question I'd have.
No,
Terrestrial.
I think they're from elsewhere, bro.
Well, there you go. That's a good question.
Well, the natives say
Yes.
it's both, that they live in both worlds, that they can be on one side of the veil and then they can step through and be in our world. So technically, they
Yeah.
aren't from here, or they are, depending on how you look at it. They live in two worlds.
No, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll find out.
The natives say, they go between both worlds. So, and that might be part of the explanation for some of the weird visuals people get, where they see like an arm appear in midair and then disappear again. What the hell is that?
Yeah,
I've
veil.
Was it standing
I've
there and
heard
part of
that.
it's cloaked, or did it just reach through from the other side of the veil? We don't know. And we haven't got the super expensive high-techy gadgets to figure that shit out with.
Yeah.
We just got first person observation of seeing weird shit that shouldn't be happening, going, what the hell is that?
All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I am going to cut this short. It's been a long day. I get up at 5 and just go. I didn't expect to work today, and I did. But hey, I think we had a great show. Ben, thank you so much for coming on. You had some great questions.
Problem.
Yeah, man, that was awesome. Duke, as always, man, thank you. And you're always welcome here. You knew that. You know that. And if you have anything you want to promote, now's the time. You got something coming up you want to put out there, just let people know.
Good shows with William Lunsford coming up here this coming weekend with Christy Sci-Fi Gal and her team over at Bigfoot Research. After that, we got the Halloween special coming up on the Beast of LBL, the rest of the story, and what was the Beast of LBL. And I've also got coming up to record like Thomas Markham from the Crypto Crew and a bunch of other really cool people that have not been on the show yet are scheduled to be on. So there you go.
Looking forward
to
that.
Duke, is it going to be on YouTube or is it going to be on the other?
YouTube.
All right, great. Awesome.
Awesome, guys. I'm gonna. I don't know if you guys want to hang out afterwards or whatever. I'm gonna click you guys off. You'll be backstage. You can leave, do what you want. I'll be back. I'm just gonna say goodnight to everybody in chat. Again, thank you so much, guys. Awesome. Good job. Great show. Ben, talk to you soon. Duke, thank you so much. Let me just, if you want to hang out, I'll be right with you. I'm just gonna say goodnight to everybody. Thanks. If you want to say goodnight, now's the time.
Don't hug the Wookiee.
There you go. Right on. Great show, guys. Everybody in chat, thank you. Wonder Woman, Megan, great questions, funny as ever. Sandy, thank you. Great show, Mogs. Awesome, thank you. Everybody, Sharon, Jennifer, Crow Creek, everybody that's here tonight. My mods, thank you. Awesome job. You guys are amazing. Hopefully Thursday I will have a guest on. If not, it's going to be the same deal. So think about it, guys. If you want to come on, you're feeling compelled, maybe you want to just hang out and bullshit like these guys do. Think about it. You have a day and a half, 2 days to think. If you want to come on Thursday, if I don't have a guest, gives you some time to consider it. I know it's not easy, but it's fun. So hopefully we'll see you guys soon. If you guys like this, please hit the subscribe. If you're new and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit the like, share. Do what you do. And thank you guys so much, man. You guys are fucking awesome. That's all I can say, man. You guys are amazing. My numbers are up, you guys, and it's because of you guys. I mean, I guess I had a little bit to do with it. Just a little bit. But on that note, I will see you guys in 2 days. See you Thursday. Enjoy the next couple of days. And peace and God bless. Thank you, guys. Good night.